Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Hello, good afternoon. Little bit background music, could you reduce it? I just want to make an announcement. We got 21. No worries, I'll just make an why don't you make a chit of it and take only 5 for the presentation? Rest will record the video and share it with us. Can any student volunteer do that? So that no, it's a because this should be fair, right? Okay. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. So today, we have just few more hours and a lot of things we want to do. Before that, I was getting a lot of query about what Wadhwani Foundation is doing and how we can support you in your schools or maybe in your venture. So I'll give you a short brief about our foundation, what we do, and how we can help you in a way, if possible, right? So. Wadhwani Foundation started by Dr. Ramesh Wadhwani. He's a founder. Dr. Ramesh, he's a Indian origin, US-based serial entrepreneur, and he is one of the richest businessmen. So he has pledged, like he was always passionate about making people's life better. So what he felt is that he was not willing to give the money as a charity, but he wanted to make sure that it's getting utilized properly. And for that, his idea was that he wanted to create better jobs for the people, so that with one job, right, a 4-member family can get a better life, right, better lifestyle and a dignified life. So that is why our entire foundation focus on job creation, changing lives. That's the motto of our foundation. We are working in 20 plus countries, especially in emerging economies is what we focus. And there are 3 important areas of work which we do and multiple projects. One is employability skilling. So when I say employability skilling, it is about 21st century employability skilling, so that young people can get better jobs, they can crack the interviews, they can get placed in good their dream jobs or good companies. So for that we have 21st century employability skilling program, which we give it to usually we partner with state governments. In India, we partner with state governments and the central government, and then through them we give it to different ITIs, polytechnics, like that. And we are working with, in a year in India alone, we work with around 20 lakh students every year for the skilling aspect. Like that, we are also working in LATAM. We are working in Africa, different countries like that. Recently, we also started working. Skilling was not focused in US, but we started. There are community colleges in US, so we are actually now working in US also for the skilling. Our foundation is based in LA, and it is as is in India. We have offices in Delhi and Bangalore, and in Mumbai we are partner with IIT Mumbai, and we are working for AI-based programs. So other than skilling, then the major focus is on entrepreneurship development. For that the network is, the vertical is called Wadhwani Entrepreneurship Network, where myself and Vishal, we are part of that. So Wadhwani Entrepreneurship Network has 3 projects, which is one is educating, entrepreneurship education. So that we are giving it to higher education institutes, like for example, institutes which are like-minded, where actually they are looking to create impact for the college-going students. For example, Vardhaman here, right? Like that, we are working with many institutes in India and abroad. And what we do is, we partner with these institutes. We build capacity in the institute, like by training the teachers, right? The faculty members, we get the nomination from the institute, we train them, we give them We give them FTP program for 3 days, and then they take up the entrepreneurship program to the college students as a credit course. So the program is called Ignite. Ignite is the entrepreneurship program which we give it to the college students. Right now, so for that, like, we have different regions: south, east, west, central. So I take care of the southern region as a regional manager, and we partner with institutes. We give the training. We have a separate training team, training development team. Vishal is part of that team. Train the faculties, and the faculty train the students. Faculties, actually, we train them to become the entrepreneurship educators, right? So it's a 13-week program called Ignite with milestones. So by end of the 13-week, they'll be ready with the pitch deck, which we call it as a milestone 4. That's like a pitch deck so students will form 3-member team, try to work on an idea, all that happens. Then we have in the entrepreneurship vertical, we have a program called Lift Off, which works with the startups, early stage startups, right? The Lift Off team actually works with the different incubation centers, institutional incubation, and even the early stage individual startups to train them, to mentor them, and to nurture them so that they can grow. So that is what Lift Off is doing. That's only for the startups, early stage startups. Then we also work with SMEs. Earlier, we were also having this accelerator sort of program. So SMEs, we work with, established startup to grow, help them to grow and scale. And so that, they can, so our idea is like, if we help the SMEs to grow, they will hire more people, that will create more employability opportunity for the region, and that will solve, a lot of placement that will solve the placement challenges. At the same time, a good, they can create good economies for the region. So that is what the entrepreneurship vertical is doing. So then we also work with government initiatives and government to train the government bureaucrats with AI, technology, and support in policy. That is called Wadhwani Policy and Technology. In India, it's based in Delhi, and they work closely with just the government. So these are the 3 major verticals and projects, which we do. Now the question for, most of you are having is like, how, as a school, like we can see this, like, in the school children are very, like they are energetic and they are having good ideas, so, and how we can help, right? So right now we don't have any program for the school children in terms of entrepreneurship development. With AICT, we are supporting as a knowledge partner to train, in design thinking and in this space, right? So as such, we don't have any entrepreneurship program for school children, but we are actually, our content team is working on something because we are getting a lot of requests for such program. So maybe, in another 3-4 months, we will be having a self-serve mode program, but not just for the school, but it will be open to anyone who is interested to learn about entrepreneurship, right? So you can keep in touch with me. I'll share, once it's ready, I can share the details and the right contact so that you can reach out to them for your schools or maybe for your startup, and you can, go through the program. So that is a self-serve program which is not ready right now, but definitely it will be ready in another 2-3 months. So that time, maybe in June or July, you can connect and I'll share the details to you. Otherwise, we do conduct a lot of like online sessions. We do share a lot of content in this space, which you can explore from our LinkedIn page and from our website. So that's a brief, like, what we do, and in fact, like as a teachers and also as innovators, like if you have, even for the students, if you are very serious about your venture and about your startup, and after registering and you feel that you want to take it up, you want nurturing and support, you can connect with us. We will connect you with the Lift Off program, which works with the early stage startup. For that, there is no age or there is no specific things. Even as individually also, you can connect with them. So that is about Wadhwani Foundation. That's all. One thing, if I have asked some of the faculty, teachers and students to give a 1-minute video. I'll share in the group what I'm actually looking for. Like, I just want to know, like, your experience for these last 2 days what was, and your idea, like how do you think this kind of boot camps, how this can be useful, the content and the delivery, which, this can be useful for your school. So just if you can share a video of 1 minute, that would be great. I'll share my contact number and the questions in the WhatsApp group. So any of your students, or if you would like to share about your experience and the feedback, please feel free to share that. Thank you all. Now, I request the 3 teams, right? Vishal, we will have only 3. Okay, so we will have the pitch presentation of 3 minutes. Please take another 2 minutes of time to prepare, and then we will request the team or the individual to please come up here and share the pitch presentation.
Yeah, come. Quickly in 2 minutes, just.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for giving me this.
Give me that list.
Which list?
Okay. Okay, after Akshara, Sayyada. Yeah, you be ready. After them, you come. Okay, after them, right? And we'll call you the next. When they come, we'll tell the next one. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Akshara from Edify World School. So, entrepreneur is a word which I've been hearing since the day I was born. It gives me some kind of goosebumps hearing the word entrepreneur. My father is a banker and keeps meeting his clients who are mostly from startup community. Every day over dinner, he used to tell us the stories of each startup and the pain which they undergo to be a successful, and the passion with which they are working towards their goal. Also, my father's unsuccessful business ventures at his young age have also ignited the spirit of entrepreneurship in me. I am saving my pocket money given by my grandparents, parents, relatives by investing in stock market on a regular basis. This way, I am saving for my seed capital. I have been working on ideas which I keep discussing with my parents and fine-tuning my idea and zeroing in on the final idea with which I would like to start my own venture. This way, I feel I would be contributing to the development of women and also contributing to the country's growth. Whenever I visit our farmlands, I see a lot of women working as laborers in spite of passing with good marks in schools due to the lack of proper jobs in rural areas. And these women working as daily wage laborers to support their families. My idea is to create jobs in rural areas and provide employment and offer better salaries to improve their living conditions. This way, I will try to be an inspiration, and I will also ignite the spark in many women to become entrepreneurs. That said, my aim is to be able to work on many startups and cater to the growth of our economy. As a first step towards putting my ideas into action, I started working on a parking app. Today, Bangalore has been experiencing a huge traffic problem. One of the reasons is parking issues. The number of vehicles in 2011 and 12 were 41.56 lakhs, and as of November 2021, it is 1.44 crores. The BMTC vehicles in 2011 and 12 were 6,064 buses. As of February 2022, it is 6,776 buses. For every 1,000 people, there are 448 vehicles in Bangalore compared to Hyderabad. This shows the heavy requirement of parking spaces in Bangalore and other metro cities. To resolve the parking issue with a smart solution, I would like to build an app which shows the number of parking spaces available on an hourly, daily, and monthly basis and have in residential and commercial buildings. Most of the people who live in apartments have parking spaces which they can let out during the time when the parking space is vacant. Instead of searching for places to park on the roads and lanes causing trouble to others, people can use my parking app. One can register on our app and give the details of the facilities available. Thank you so much.
Okay, good afternoon to all of you. First of all, at the outset, I'm really very thankful to the Ministry of Education, the AICTE, and especially a special word of thanks to the Vardhaman Engineering College. Thank you so much, sir, for inviting us up over here. When I was actually pitching in for my school, my principal was first reluctant to send us. Then I said, no, we have to go. We have really worked hard on learning all this and trying to teach our design thinking club people. Akshara with me, she has passed her, just written her 10th grade. When she came up with this parking app, I was, first of all, a little reluctant. I said, okay, you give me what is your idea, how you want to actually do it. She gave a design. She was thinking of various ways. We pitched in and tried to tell her, maybe you should consider these things. Of course, the parents also, her parent was very supportive in trying to give a visualization of what actually is happening in a metropolitan city. And we all are very much aware of how parking is a very big issue that we come across. I'm also happy to announce that we had earlier pitched this particular project, and it had cleared the first stage by this AICTE. Then it got dropped off, so we are re-pitching in for getting the finance for this particular startup. Maybe out there, I don't know, somebody who is into this, we would like a good person who could finance this. Moreover, we also need a person who can write the developing programming. That one we were falling short of. We need somebody in that area. Sir, maybe you could help us in this regard. Please do have it in mind or lead us to somebody who can do this for us. Then I once again thank the Wadhwani Foundation members, Vishal sir and Vishnu madam. Your insights into the program, they were really very helpful. A special word of mention, I should talk about the Y-Hub CEO who was here with us. She has also given a lot of input. That was also very encouraging. Wherever you are, ma'am, thank you. Thank you once again for inviting us. We will definitely be available, sir. Please do remember us, and we will be there. Thank you once again to all of you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So a very good afternoon to everyone present here. I am Sayeda Haifa of Glendale Academy International. So I hope you had a good lunch, but I have an important question to ask you all. How many of you present here have ever been admitted in a hospital, let's say for a few weeks or months? Give me a thumbs up. I'm glad it's a small number. So what was the thing that you guys missed the most when you were admitted in a hospital? Any of you? Loud answers, please. Right. So basically, it was all associated with interaction. Yes, you were missing your friends, your family, you wanted to interact with people. So I have also felt this problem in a lot of the patients who are admitted in the ICCU, the intense critical care units. So I thought, why not come up with an AI, which is going to help solve a problem which is both personal to me and global. How about come up with an AI which can understand you, which is a humanoid AI, which can understand the feelings, which you can induce with coding, and you can put the voice of the patient's family members, which can help the patient in the time when the patient is alone. It's not just medicine or medication which helps a patient recover, it's also the family support. Secondly, it's a personal story, actually. I had a sister, she's no more. So she was diagnosed with a kidney disorder, and she had to undergo dialysis. So I heard from her that there was hours of immobilization. You just lie there on the bed. Nobody is there to be with you. And moreover, she's noticed many times when the dialysis needle comes off, there are tube bursts, a lot of things, and nurses and doctors can't be with you 24/7 to look after that. And even if they rush into your help, there's the damage already done. A person who's weak has already lost a lot of blood. It's not just with this case. There are so many different disorders. So why not an AI which can actually understand, not just diagnose, but which can monitor the patient's recovery, the patient's level changes, let's say blood pressure changes, if there's a fluid imbalance. So this is basically my startup plan. So I've also written a book as a 12-year-old. I was in 8th grade. So it is basically a spy-based mystery thriller novel. And I wrote that this is as my first startup. So I thought that kids of our age, 12, 13 years old, so we're not represented enough. You have thriller novels, you have all those mighty 20-year-olds and, old people, but no, kids are not represented enough. So I thought, why not demonstrate my emotions, what I want to do as a teenager in the book? So that's what it is. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hajra Moinuddin from Glendale Academy International. First of all, I thank the Almighty for this lovely opportunity which came my way through our school management and our director, education, Meenu Saluja ma'am, Aparna Tiwari ma'am, and Shireen ma'am. And yes, my student innovators, Saida Haifa and Rutwa. So as you can see that Saida Haifa is a budding student innovator. And in the feedback she gave in the morning about yesterday's session, she said from yesterday's session, she was able to come up with an idea within 30 seconds, which she just now shared with all of you. So we look forward to Wadhwani, we look forward to AICTE, we look forward to Vardhaman College supporting the idea in developing as, yes, I'm a food, nutrition and dietetics faculty, and I am also registered with Wadhwani for the employability skills, and this is my 5th successful year with, I'm so proud, I need to mention this, my students are centum securers. So I look forward to their budding into budding innovators for our India. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ayush from Unison School, Kompally. I'm here to introduce the concept of this model, which addresses the issues that farmers face in their real life. Can any one of you tell what issues does the farmer face in their agricultural fields? Most of you are correct. There are many issues that farmers face. Some of them are overgrazing, insect overpopulation, and soil degradation. According to this model, I'll be talking about overgrazing. So overgrazing is a practice in which animals are left on the fields. These animals eat up the crops and useful plants. Because of this, the farmer faces a huge loss. To prevent this by not hurting animals, we have come up with this model. So suppose we have a toy cow, you can assume that it's a real cow. When these animals touch this fencing, these starts beeping. Due to this beeps, the animals get scared and they go away from the field. Small animals like mice, squirrels, snakes can also be detected by their motion so that there is no spoilage of the soil and the fields. The materials which we used here are PVC pipes, copper and steel wires, relay modules, batteries, etc. and sensors. Main conclusion of this is to save animals as well as crops. Thank you.
A very good afternoon, everyone. This is Nafisa Anjum of grade 10 from a student of Pallavi Model School, Boduppal. So, me and my partner, Manasa, she's the outgoing batch of grade 10. She passed the board exams, board exams are just over right now. So, we started a startup called DigiGnan towards empowering digital literacy skills of India. So basically, coming towards the problem statement, we notice that there are generally 50,000 cyber crimes taking over across the country. And US lost $18 billion just due to the cyber crimes. So now we thought over this problem. So we came up with a solution. So we thought of giving classes to empower girls of government school students with digital literacy skills. We thought of improving their digital literacy skills by coming with classes. So basically, DigiGnan is a startup by the students, of the students, and for the students. So talking about our journey, first we went to VHub's team program. From there, then we entered into 5th anniversary. There we got funded by the former IT minister of rupees 8 lakhs. Then with that, we went on and then we started empowering over 570 students, girl students, with digital literacy skills. Now we are like the first student startup of Telangana who is registered. And now we are planning to empower like over 1,000 students next year. And I would like to thank, this is the main aim of this, is empowering the whole country, rural areas especially, and girls with digital literacy skills. And I would like to thank my principal ma'am, Madhuri ma'am, who was our mentor, and VHub for the support and valuable guidance. And I also thank Vardhaman College for knowledge. I'm sure that I'll use this knowledge to take our startup forward. Thank you.
Greetings to everyone present here. I am Sana Suraj, a grade 8 student from Meridian School, Banjara Hills. I'll be talking about our initiative known as Donate Tags. My idea is set to tackle the twin issues of hunger and food wastage around the world. Focusing on Sustainable Development Goal number 13, we focus on providing the needy and the homeless people with necessities such as used clothes, shoes, medicines, and such. Our solution includes the use of an Android tag, which is similar to an AirTag, and an Android app which is used by donors. These tags are distributed to the needy. And these tags are also connected to our Android mobile app. So donors, they can access the location of these needy people and they can distribute items to them. Our solution ensures that items disposed by donors, such as footwear, do not end up in landfills and in turn can end up in the hands of a person who actually requires them. We plan on filing a patent soon. Coming to our achievements, our idea won the cash prize of 25,000 when we participated in the Smart India Hackathon Juniors Edition 2022. We were also invited to present our solution in the IBM annual event hosted in Delhi, in which we were able to present in front of the Vice President and Chief Impact Officer of IBM, Justina Nixon. Our solution also won the second place with a cash prize of 10,000 rupees in a competition conducted by BITS Pilani. We have already started with the process of implementation. Our aim is to help the needy people escape poverty and to be able to stand on their own feet and not depend on anyone or anything for survival. Thank you for your valuable attention.
So requesting the other students, those who want to present, they can present after closing ceremony, after 4:30, ma'am. We are running out of the time, that's the reason.
Unlocking math joy with a quadratic innovation, where learning meets limitless possibilities. Dear mentors and students, answer me one question. Are you sure you enjoy maths? Do you think it can be more fun? Okay, you want it to be more fun, interesting, technology, easy learning? Okay, let's make it more fun. We are here, the math marvels. Let us find quadratic solutions at easy pace.
So the problem that we are exactly trying to solve is that low confidence in mathematical skills may result in disinterest or avoidance of math-related subjects, limiting future educational and career opportunities. Our game can offer and boost students' self-esteem and reduce anxiety. How our innovation solves it? Math Marvels is not just a game. It's an educational tool that capitalizes on the science of learning, making math not only accessible, but also educating for players.
The game-based market is worth about $248 billion, in which the education market is up to $11 billion, growing with a 21.9%. But the worst thing is, whatever is useful to our education is still uncharted. So yes, we are here with an innovative, interesting, academic-based project, helping you all make your math journey easily, and also including your math concepts from the textbook itself.
We've also won many awards. First one, KV Rao Scientific Society Spark Innovation Award, third prize in Ganitam field. Second award, Youth Ideathon made it to top 1000. Third achievement, we've also passed 4 rounds of school innovative contest in collaboration with AICTE. And we've also talked with the assistant director of AICTE.
Dear parents, students, and mentors, join us to get the math revolution in India, making education fun, interesting, and more to tell to the future generations. This is we submitting this project to National Innovation Council, and also we want to dedicate our project to the new Education Policy 2020.
Thank you.
Okay. We wish we can hear every idea here, okay? But, we have limited time. I wish I could sit personally and do, a session where we could refine your idea. But it would be not fair for all of you to go back without some key concepts, understanding, because that will definitely help you to, leapfrog in your innovation journey. Okay, so the things that I'm sharing now, I'll be running it like a trailer. Okay, so I'll be going quick. So if you want, you can take a screenshot. You can take a pic or something. I'll be going fast now, right? Just to cover as much as possible. Okay, yeah. But at the same time, I'll give you fair level of understanding with respect to examples. Okay. So what did we learn in the morning session? What are the different things you learned? Difference between customer and consumer, right? Okay, then? You learned about innovation, era of innovation. Okay, then? So what is innovation? Yeah. Invention times commercialization, Okay. Always remember, in simple words, if you make something, ask yourself this question, whom will I sell to? Okay. So a lot of you are driven by social impact. Good, but if you make something for social impact and does not make money, it will not survive for a long time. Okay, so a lot of you are driven with that. No, so I'm not against creating things for social impact, but let me tell you, you have to make money with it. For example, microfinance is for social impact, but it also makes money so that more people can be microfinanced, right? Right? Varghese Kurian came up with the concept of cooperative milk society called Amul back in 1950. He ensured there are revenues flowing in and out so that Amul survived and became a giant today, which turned India from a milk deficient nation to a milk surplus nation today, right? So ensure that you make things for social impact. Don't stop with it. Make money. Making money is important, okay? So somebody would have said, money is evil. Money is not evil. Lust of money is evil, okay? So if you're doing everything in the right way, ethically and morally, and you're making money, it's the best thing you can do, okay? That's the best reward for all your work, right? So don't think making money is wrong. So a lot of you think, I did not make it for money, making money. Sometimes, when we ask who's your customer, no, I did not make it for making. So that is actually a negative aspect. You should be clear, I made it for money and I'll make money from these people. Okay, that is the kind of response we should hear. Okay, so make things for social impact, but make money at the same time. Any other learnings from all the sessions you had in the morning? Market segmentation, right? Every day when you brush your teeth, you'll remember that. Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Yes. We should always concentrate to sell on us to a segment of people. How all of you use potato peelers at home? All of you use? The person who made it actually made it for people with Alzheimer's. His wife had Alzheimer, so her hand used to shake. So because her hand used to shake, when she used to cut vegetables, sometimes she'll accidentally cut her fingers, pretty off. To help her, he made that. She was an extreme user. He empathized with his wife with Alzheimer. But when that product was made, it was applicable to us also. No? You understand? So sometimes you will make things for an extreme user and end up making others also to use it. Okay, anything else? Need may be one. Or problem may be one. But solutions can be different. True. Then? Innovation triggers to innovation. Okay. Don't find this in any textbook. This is invented by me. Okay. So, innovation, trigger to innovation from my personal experience, and maybe it's pretty common nowadays. Even from your personal experience, you would have found it's mostly triggered through passion or a problem. Okay. Yes. Then types of market. Yes. Then collaboration is good. Okay. Competitive spirit is good, but collaboration is better. Okay. In business, identify ways to collaborate as much as possible. Especially in today's context, don't think you can be good at everything. Right? As a person, maybe you are good at something, find a partner who's good at something else, collaborate and grow together. Best companies in this world have always collaborated. The companies who seem competing on the main, let's say you see Apple, iPhone and Samsung competing, but until late, Apple's chipset was made by Samsung. So they are collaborating on technical skill. Their display was made by Samsung. So on market, they are competitors. But they are actually collaborating with each other. Okay? Yes. Okay. Anything else? Google Glass. Okay. So what did you learn? There is Google Glass. Okay. You should always segment a target audience, and not sell it to everyone. Even Google failed. Can we not fail? Then we should have a humility that we can also fail. Okay. Great. Okay. Great. Now, we learned about even market. So with respect to today's agenda, we learned about customers and consumers differentiation. We learned about types of market. We learned about segmentation of market. And next thing that you should learn about is sizing the market. Okay. So this topic is a little bit more deeper, but just remember these terminologies. Okay. TAM, SAM, and SOM. Okay. Whenever you call about market sizing, okay, whenever you talk about market sizing, you talk about TAM, SAM, and SOM. So what is TAM? TAM is the total market you can reach. So let's say if I am coming up with a new toothpaste today, what is the total market I can reach in India? What will be my total addressable market? 1.4 billion people. All the people in India wants, okay, put aside 1 to 2 year old babies maybe, but otherwise everybody else want to brush their teeth. So my market size is what? 1.4 billion people. That's how big is that. That is why total addressable market we call. Okay, total addressable market. Okay, fine. Then, but I know for sure I am one among the player. It's an existing market. There are others in the market. Can I reach to everyone? Not necessary. But I am coming up with a toothpaste that addresses the need of a person who wants a vegan toothpaste or a natural, herbal, Ayurvedic toothpaste. So out of this 1.4 billion people or 140 crore people, I have around, let's say, 25 crore people who would like to buy it, who may be very health conscious, herbal, natural, Ayurvedic product loving people. They are my SAM. It's a subset of TAM. So I would say, I will create a toothpaste that only addresses their need. I will not create a toothpaste that addresses 1.4 billion. I'll create a toothpaste that addresses the need of 25 crore people in India who love Ayurvedic product. Right? So I'll make a product. I'll make a narrative around it. And what is SOM? Serviceable, obtainable market. Right? So serviceable, obtainable, another subset. So I'll say 25 crore is also a big number. Let me go more niche. So in SOM, you again segment that market of Ayurvedic product and you segment it again based upon, let's say, belief, based upon geography. So I want to target, let's say, only 2 states, Andhra and Karnataka, or Telangana, maybe Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. I want to create a local toothpaste. So I geography. So my SOM is, I'll start with Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Right? And then later on expand to other states. Right? And also you have one more term sometimes put inside this, which is called EVG, or early evangelist. Who are the people who will quickly buy your product? Right? Quickly buy your product. Like they're dying to have something like that. Or who are those people who will blindly believe in you? Who will say, I'll believe in him no matter what. Right? Let's say you are somebody like Baba Ramdev. You already have followers, no? And you're coming up with a toothpaste, says Patanjali Dantakanti. Who will be his early adopters? Followers, no? So his followers not question him, no? They are already they are already convinced by him, right? So if they are convinced by him through his yoga and other things, they will not question this thing. So they are early, who are dying to get a product from. So these are the first. Always as a startup, you should start selling to that niche. Don't think about TAM. That is a very big market. But usually what we do as innovators is, my market is very big. How big it is? 140 crore people. But when you say 140 crore people, you should also see the viability. As a startup, can you take on that big market? It's tough. Okay? So start small. Say I will only start by selling to these 2 crore people in the Telangana state. It's okay. Okay? Start small. As I was giving examples of Gopal Palpudi, Tamil Nadu, or KP Nambudri. They're only thinking about selling it only in Kerala. Right? And then they're trying to expand it to all the Middle Eastern countries and wherever Kerala diaspora is there, or wherever Tamil diaspora is there, Gopal. They're trying to be niche. Or be more niche with the explored tablets. So define your market segment. The nicher, today's context, the nicher the market, the better the investors' interest is. Because investors know you can reach them easily. Right? But if you come and say, I'm going to come up with a generic product, they say they'll have to kill the competition to get in, which is difficult. Okay? Okay. So got an idea? Deep dive into it. I'm not spending much how to do market research and all. We'll do that. Customer persona. We briefly talked about customer persona. So as I told you, customer persona, this is a kind of template for customer persona. Customer persona is a kind of a opinion I make about a segment of customers who are ideal users for my product. As I gave an example of potato peeler, no? The person who made it. His ideal customer, his customer persona would be a person with Alzheimer. What is his age? Or what is her age? What are her goals? What are her frustrations? Her goal is to cook the food, but her frustration is her hands are not steady. What's her bio? So I create a persona around a patient. So they are my ideal customers. So all, let's say 1.3 million people having Alzheimer's in India are my customer. So it may look small, but the number of people in India with Alzheimer's may be big. So they are big customer. It in itself is a big segment. But when I make this product for them, who knows, others may also adopt. right? I don't know. Maybe people who are old, right? They may also adopt. We don't know. So you may others get segment, but who's your ideal segment? That is what is customer persona. Okay, I'll give you examples. So let's say this is a customer persona of a health conscious mom, right? No, what is their goal? Prioritizing health. What does she want? Nutritious meals, frustration, sugar. This is how your mom will also sound, right? Right? So this is for example, I have just put, what will be a persona of a health conscious mom, right? Okay. Don't worry, we are not done. Okay. I'll just give you a moment. Okay. Let's go to value proposition. Okay. Now, when you have decided a customer persona, for example, you have decided what a health conscious mother requires, right? Now you can decide what value proposition I can sell to her. So what is the value proposition? So there is a customer persona of a health conscious mom, right? There can also be a health freak, people who hit the gym, go to yoga class. They are fitness freaks. Now, can I take one product and sell to both of them? Right? Right? Okay, let's take for example honey. Honey, right? So all of you, many of you would have used honey, right? You use honey on daily basis. Now, can I sell honey the same way to a health conscious individual? Somebody who's very fitness, centered and all. And can I sell honey the same way to, let's say, a health conscious mother? Can we do that? Now, what is the priority of a health conscious mother? What is she looking in a honey? Now, there are a lot of moms here and dads here. What would you be looking in a honey? So medicinal value. Then authenticity of honey. It should not be adulterated. No. Nutrients in honey. And moms, what will you look into in a honey? And also you look in that your child likes the taste of honey. Because sometimes they don't accept the taste of honey, no? So you see this, mom's major concern, it should be authentic. It should be having some nutrition. At the same time, it should taste well for my son or daughter to adopt it, right? And she may have other minor concerns also, right? But at the same time, if let's say I'm a fitness freak, right? Now, how will I look for honey? What will I look in a honey? Somebody said? How many calories is there in one spoon of honey? They look for measure of portion, What is the daily nutritional value that is available in, let's say, in this 10 gram of honey, right? He or she may not be much bothered about the taste of honey. Let it taste as it want. I don't care, right? But they will be very much concerned about calories, nutritional value, and maybe they want it in convenient packing. How much energy it provides. You see? So these two customer segments, when it comes to health conscious individual as well as health conscious mom, still their aspirations are not same, right? So value proposition that you have to take it to both of these customer segments will differ. Got an idea? So let me give you one example and then I'll come to this particular format. How many of you heard about this brand called Honey Twix? You have heard? Some of you have it. You have it. You have it. You don't have it. But you have heard. Some of you have heard, right? Majority of you haven't heard, right? So Honey Twix was a startup by Paras and Jigar, two students, right? College students. They got together and they discussed about the concept of honey. They loved honey. They liked honey, and they were, they wanted to make honey as their, they ate honey on daily basis, and they were always puzzled that if honey is a healthy alternative, why are people not having honey over sugar? So as you mentioned, first thing, it's not authentic. Most of you have doubt, no? It's not authentic, right? Most of the honeys in the market are not, and that's true. Ask me, I am a honeybee farmer in a small way. Now, most of the honey that comes in the market is not authentic. There was a news 3 years back which said, out of 13 top brands which are sent for testing for NMC testing NMR testing in Germany, 10 out of these 13 brands were found to be fake, which included brands like Dabur, Patanjali, and top brands like that, Baidyanath, right? So for one reason, as a parent, I would never trust those honey brands to be authentic again, especially if I am providing honey to my son. So that is first reason that people avoid. Second reason, honey is not that convenient to use, no? If you use honey in a jar, honey comes with the jar, no? With the spoon. And you have to force mix honey. So you have to clean it, dry it, and then take it. Convenience, it's not portable easily. And fifth reason may be price, affordability and all. But these are the top three. Paras did a research with 3,000 individuals of why they are not having honey. And he understood there's a top three reason people in India don't have honey. He said, if I am able to solve these 3 pain points of customer, do I have a product? Now, anyone would say honey is a very common thing. There are so many top brands of honey in India. Honey is commonly available in every retail outlet. How can we go ahead and sell honey again and another brand? How will we get visibility over, let's say, Dabur, Patanjali, who are major brands out there, Baidyanath, Zandu, all these fellows are, how will we get retail? That is where they said, if we are able to address these 3 pain points of customer, maybe we will just position our honey in a sweet spot so that we will have few, like 2 or 3 of you here, and maybe in another customer segment will buy from us. That is where they started selling honey like this, in a twig format, in a sachet of 8 grams. That's it, right? So, and their number one reason for selling was authenticity. So they do the testing from the best laboratories in the world. So they claim authenticity. If you want, they'll send you a personalized report from where did they source the honey, right? If you request them. Apart from that, it is portable and convenient. It's a mess-free affair. No? You don't have to take a spoon or anything. Squeeze it, put it, and drink it. So whom do you think they're targeting as a customer? Yeah? It will. But they're using some material which is degradable in 36 months or something. They're taking care of that, I heard. Yeah? Hotels, children's, lazy people. Okay, how will you define? Okay. Travelers. So their number one focus was health conscious individuals and health conscious moms, right? And then travelers was of course involved in that. But the biggest customer is who, Airlines. Premium cafe outlet like Starbucks and CCDs. And premium hotel chains in India and abroad. You know why? So, see, value proposition, health conscious mom, it's authentic. You can put it in dabba and send it. Normal honey, if you put it in dabba, it will be all over dabba, no? By the time they are in school. But this you can put it, there's convenience, it's authentic, mother will buy it. A health conscious individual, he can carry it to his gym. There is a measure of portion, 8 grams. 8 grams has this much and all. He'll buy it. And authenticity is something that and it also comes in flavors like immunity booster with cinnamon, turmeric for sore throat. Okay. It also comes in different flavors, vanilla flavor and all these things. Now, what's amazing about them is they targeted them, but they also discovered a new customer in airlines when one of the friends, somebody was flying, and his neighbor, Paras's friend, one of his co-founder's friend, he was flying somewhere, and he saw that his flight, flight in his neighbor, he was having a coffee, and during having a coffee, he told to the flight attendant, don't give me coffee without sugar. But he took it, and then he took one honey twix from his pocket, put it and drank. So he got to say, this is my friend's company. He called him, hey, I saw one person having a cup of coffee like this in the flight. Your startup is doing well, I guess. He said, I'm happy. But that time a light bulb went in his mind. He asked airlines, how are you giving honey to your customer if they ask? So a lot of premium airlines did that by giving this 40 grams Dabur honey jar. And the problem was, half of that honey was always wasted. Because we use irresponsibly. We take it, we use 10 or 20 grams, and half, we'll again put that spoon again in that. So they'll always throw. They went to them and said, we have a zero wastage honey that we can provide to you. Do you want it? And they bought it. You see? So they are actually placing themselves for convenience, authenticity. They're not as big as Dabur Patanjali, but still they are a 150 crore turnover company doing decently. Right? You see, value proposition. So I tell about value proposition, simple word like this. It is about how to sell ordinary things in extraordinary manner. In one line, if I should summarize what is value proposition is all about selling ordinary things in extraordinary manner. Honey is a very ordinary thing. But how do you sell it in extraordinary manner? And there is always a customer segment. Okay? Got it? What is value proposition? And how do you get the value proposition or arrive at the value proposition? You use this canvas. Okay? It's called as a value proposition canvas. Okay? Vishnu, would you like to tell about value proposition canvas to them? Yeah.
Hi everyone again. So maybe you can just take out a paper, and we can do a value proposition for any known brand. Do you have this? Yeah. So the best way to do value proposition canvas is after completing your customer persona. So you all have, that snap of the customer persona, right? How to do customer persona. We will send it in the group also. Like when you are making a customer persona, you have to, like how Vishal has explained it of a healthy mom, right? Similarly, you can take a customer persona of your potential customer, of that person. You just need to, let's say, if your product is dealing with young teenage girl, right? So you just need to identify one young teenager, and it would be great to add a brief profile of the background, where she is, what age she is, what is her age, where she's staying, what is her family background like, what she likes to do. So those things you explore. So how you will explore that? That's through customer interaction, right? So once you have a good customer interaction through survey or maybe interviews or any mode of such way, right? So you have to interact and understand your customer and write a brief background. Then you will actually write about what is her goal. Let's say she's a teenager and her goal is, at this age she wants to have a good skin because she's having a lot of pimple issue or something like that, right? And so her goals can be that, and at the same time she's into academics and sports very actively. So these are her goals. Then you will write about her frustration. So her frustration can be not getting enough time to take care of her, her physical health, or maybe let's say her appearance, or maybe let's say she wants to look pretty but she's not getting time for that. She's having pimple issues. I'm just giving an example. So from that, if let's say your product is about a teenager cosmetics, right? So you will get to know your customers and what are their frustration, goals, and what she is doing right now, right, during the interaction. Then you will make a value proposition canvas for that for your potential customer. So how you will be doing that? So here, this side you can see. So this is also called as product and product profit fit, right? Product market fit. So one side we talk about the customer and their need and their frustration. So it should always starts with the customer jobs. So when I say customer jobs, it is not, most of our students, we have seen that they always write as an entrepreneur, what is their job to do? No. You have to think from you need to wear your customer's hat and think like that. So let's say for this, her job, again we'll take the teenager girl's example, right? Her job is to find, go to a good spa or a parlor like that. Her job can be to make a herbal paste and apply that, So these are the things which she is supposed to do. So jobs means what are the things she is supposed to do. right? So that are the work to be done. So like as a customer, what are the works to be done? You can even take the example, if we all can relate the to Uber, for example, right? Uber, everyone can relate. So Uber is something, so for an Uber customer, like I use Uber, right? So what is my job? Let's say there is no Uber right now, there is no Uber, right? There is no Uber. So as a customer, what am I supposed to do? If I want to travel from point A to B, I need to travel from point A to B. So that I have to, my jobs are to find a nearby taxi station, to get into a public transportation, right? So these are or find out or drive by myself, right, to the place. So these are the jobs which I should do. Then you will talk about the pains of the customer, because currently your product is not there. We are still not talking about the solution. Please remember, we are not at all talking about the solution here. Here the pains are doing these jobs. What are the pains I go through? So now what are the pain I'll go through if I have to go to a taxi stand, right? I have to physically go to the taxi stand. Time, it's a time consuming, right? Because it's a time consuming process. I can't be spontaneous, right? I can't just decide that I want to go somewhere, right? I should be planned. So these are the, right. And what else can be the other pains? Yeah. You get exhausted. It's not convenient, right? And it's actually takes a lot of time. It's not convenient, a lot of physical work. You don't know the exact pricing, right? So taxi driver, one can say that they will charge 3,000 rupees, another can say 5,000, right? There is no fixed pricing. You're not exactly aware of the pricing. So even to get into a taxi station, you have to, maybe you have to walk or get other transportation mode. So those are the pain points. Then we will talk about the gains. So first is jobs to be done. Then we talk about the pain. Right now, what are the pains the customer goes through? Then the gains. What are they looking for? What do you want? What do you expect? Like let's say there is no Uber right now. What do you expect actually? Imagine there is no Uber, right? You have to get into a public transport or other taxi means. What do you actually look from that? Easy transportation? Sorry? Fair pricing, okay. A standard pricing, okay. Safe mode of transportation. So these are something which so basically convenient, time-saving transportation mean, right? Okay. Sorry, ma'am? Hygienic, okay. If it is far away, yeah. Okay, even if it's very far, the transportation should be available, right? Wherever it is, even if it's in a bit remote area also, you should. Okay, fine. So these are the things which you actually look at. So basically what you want is a convenient travel. As a user, you want that. Now you will come, on the other side, right? This side you will talk about here you will talk about the product, right? So what are the pain, what is your product and service? So now we will talk about the product and service. What is the product? It is basically a cab booking app, right? Uber is just a cab booking app, right? A taxi booking mobile-based application, we can say. What are the pain relievers? See, when we talk about pain relievers, it should not be just the opposite of pain. Always remember, it can be, what the customer expect and what you're giving it to them. So that will be the pain relievers. So pain relievers here in the Ubers will be easy cab booking, online booking. Okay, you can select the destination, you can select the drop. So these are the basic things which you want from the service, right? Which as a customer you are looking from, this is what you want. So that's basically your aims or the objectives which you are getting fulfilled. So these are the basic things which we give as a pain reliever. You want to travel from A to B and in a convenient and easy mode of transportation, that is getting fulfilled here in the pain reliever. Now we will talk about the gain creators. So gain creators, again, Gain creators are not just exactly the opposites of gain. Gain creators are something which helps you differentiate you from the other competitors, right? So here the gain creators are something which the customer is not actually directly asking you, but you are giving it as a delightful experience. For example, Uber is giving you an option called share the location with your near and dear ones, right? So you actually didn't ask for that, but they felt that that can be a great option, right? That will help you to ride safely and feel comfortable. So that's like delightful experience. Whatever is helping you to give a delightful experience, that will be coming as a add-ons, as a gain creator. Other examples are like, right, they are not sticking with the payment, right? They are not saying that you should pay only in cash or only this, right? We have diverse options of payment. At the same time, there are, exactly. So for example, and at the same time, they don't, we actually expected them to give us a cab booking service. We didn't say that we want a, luxurious car or small cab or, all that. But they realized that, and they have, provided us with a different options as per our whatever we want. Like if I want to travel in a sedan, I can book that. If I want to travel in, premium cars, I can do that. So those options, these are the delightful experience they have. Even, they started with the tabs and all are also there in the, some of the cabs. So these are the delightful experience which they are providing. So you understood, right? These are the 6 important aspects of value proposition canvas. It's a product market fit. One side we talk just about the, you should not always start with customer jobs and then jump to product and then come back to gains. Or it should follow the same structure. Always starts with customer jobs to be done. Then talk about the pains, what are the pains they are going through, and then talks about the gain, what they are actually looking forward, and then talk about the pain relievers, how this, how as a solution maker, what are the solution you are trying to give it to them, and then, the gain creator, the delightful experience, and you can give a brief about what you do, right, as a product and services. So this is what the value proposition canvas. Here, it is, you don't need to actually write paragraphs and you don't have to give a lot of, it should be very, you can write very briefly or maybe in a bullet points. The idea is to understand your customer and also for you to identify your unique value, what you are trying to provide as a solution, in your solution. So for that, it will help you, especially the gain creators, right? That are the delightful experience you can able to identify. It can always change, you can not just for a product, but even in the different stages of product development, you can work on this canvas, right? Even let's say, as you grow, right? As you grow as a startup, you can take this value proposition, you can always rework on the value proposition canvas. You can utilize this value proposition canvas for other aspects of your growth and marketing of your product and services. Right? So please do this activity. When you're doing it, as I mentioned, if as a young innovators, if you started working on your idea or solution, start with the customer persona, right? Even before that, you have to actually identify your TAM, SAM, SOM, customer persona, and then come to this value proposition. You can even share this, if you're working on it and you want a feedback from us, you can always share with us. We will also review for your startup. Thank you.
Okay, I hope customer persona is clear, right? Any doubt? Anyone? With respect to customer persona? So where is customer persona used? In marketing. So how, and where is value proposition used? To reach out to your customer. Okay, so I tell this as a generic guideline. Okay, it's a general guideline. This is not a thumb rule. But if you have a mass product which sells to millions of people or thousands of people, then you require a strong value proposition, right? Because you have to convey what you're selling in 10 seconds. You cannot have a toothpaste advertisement running for 1 hour, no? Right? You can only tell about a toothpaste. So you cannot list, these are all the ingredients in my toothpaste, right? 1, 2, 3, and this each ingredient works like this. You don't have time. So that's why they show a doctor coming, or all these things, father, son, everybody has a theme and a value proposition. They tell you, buy my toothpaste because I am this in 10 seconds. So if you are selling something in mass quantity, you need a strong value proposition. But if you're selling something one-on-one, so there are also products which sell one-on-one, especially B2B, I am selling to him. And when I'm selling to him, I can convince him based upon his problems, based upon his need. Okay? So based upon your needs, convince one-on-one, based upon value proposition, convince the mass. So that is where value proposition becomes extremely important. Right? So next thing, based upon your value proposition, is where you actually talk about your competitive advantage. Right? Okay. Okay. Now, is competition good or bad for your business? If your business has a competitor, is it good or bad? It's good. Why is it good? Yeah? You can improve your product, okay? You get to know your strength and weakness. Anybody? Where we can improve? We already know customers exist, what customer require. You are saying something? So it's good. We know how to reach out different zone, you saying? We can understand the gap. Okay, then? We can keep on upgrading. So it's good for your customer. But is it good for you? Your customer would like an upgraded, better, affordable. Yes. Okay, so you know how to differentiate, okay? Competitor. Okay. So having a competitor, first of all, confirms there is a market. That is the biggest thing. So if you don't have a competitor in the market and you go to an investor, they get spooked. Helps in benchmarking, maybe. Yeah. So having a competitor is good. Always take competitors in good spirit, right? And this is one place you should copy your competitor. Okay. Remember, I copy my competitors. If they have done something good, why should I reinvent the wheel? Right? I go and adopt what they have done good, what has worked for them. I study them. I know startups who copy their competitor to the core. They copy even their job description. Why should they create a new thing? Right? They copy their processes. The reason is we want to get there quickly. And all these things are not patented, copyrighted, nothing. These are all openly available there. Right? In today's context, if you go to Ministry of Corporate Affairs, for 500 rupees, you can even download the financial statement of any company you want, which is listed, which is a private limited company. Right? So if you have a private limited, I can download your financial statement anytime. In that, I'll know all your investment, who are your investors, everything I'll know. Right? So in today's context, apart from copying or knowing a login ID and password of your email ID maybe, apart from that, I can copy anything. Okay. So the reason I'm saying is, this can actually fast track your growth. So don't try to work in silos. Try to adapt quickly to what your competitor have done and establish. And then look for differentiators. Now, how to look for differentiators? It can be benefits. Right? But remember, benefits alone cannot make you sell in the market. Right? Because there are brands which have established themselves in the market, it's difficult to convince. Okay? So benefit, I'm cheaper, I'm better, it's not always a right game. Okay? I'm more affordable, I have better quality than this. You are coming up with a new herbal toothpaste. Can you defeat the existence of Patanjali, Dabur Red, Vico? They have made a customer base, no? You'll be competing directly against them. Right? So it will be tough for you to penetrate that market. You should always, and if you have to penetrate that market, you have to be big on advertisement, you have to spend a lot on marketing. It's hard work. They have been There are big brands which are supporting, for example, Dabur. There are big celebrities which are pushing these products already into the market. If you have to come, you have to either take a celebrity help or you have to have a strong market push through a lot of different advertisements. Now, this is costly. Okay, remember your limitations. Okay, with respect to venturing out into competition. So that is where I leave this term with you, deep dive into it later on. There is a strategy which companies use to refine their competitive advantage. It is called as blue ocean strategy. Blue ocean strategy, okay? It is to identify competitive advantage to sell in the market, okay? I'll give you a good example of it. I'll not tell about their theory and everything, but I'll give you an example of it in today's context. And remember, there are always direct competitors, there are always indirect competitors. Okay? Any product you come across will always have direct competitors, So let's say somebody is going to have a pizza, the direct competitors will be, let's say for Domino's Pizza, Pizza Hut, where again you get pizza. But at the same time, you may be looking for some other junk food. You may also settle for a burger, right? Burger may not be your direct, but they are indirect competitors. All right? Anyway, you want to kill your hunger pangs, or you want to binge on some food. So look at direct and indirect. Many times we sideline indirect competitors, and they eat into our market share. Okay? So you have to cover both, direct as well as indirect competitors. Now, I'll give you an example. How many of you have had this? You have it? Okay, great. Okay, great. Okay. Who recommended to you? Okay, fine. Your parents would have. Doctors, no? Okay. Now, let me give you a backstory. How many still have some health drink like Horlicks, Bournvita, Boost? Most of you? Okay. In our generation, would have us, all of us. Okay. Our parents used to feel guilty if we don't drink, right? Faculties members would. Right? In our times, all our masala, dal, everything used to be in either Horlicks or Bournvita or Boost dabbas only. Okay? Remember those days? Yeah? Because that was a regular thing. Yeah, so Horlicks, Boost, Bournvita, what is that? Viva, Complan, what else is there? Milo, right? Glass jars, So all these things were there. So there was especially early 2000, no? The market was heated up in India, Everybody, every single household in India wanted this health drink, right? And they were supported by big players, right? Like big influencers. See, Boost, Sachin Tendulkar will come and say, Boost is the secret of my energy. Horlicks, Akshay Kumar will come and say, this is good for you, So the influencers were backing it. So very good visibility, and a lot of homes adopted it. Complan, growth, and all these things. Now, there was one more player who liked to get into this market segment, who wanted to make, because they saw almost every single, India is such a big population, and almost everybody wants this health drink, and they want to give it to their children. Why not I also get into this market? And the one player who got into this one is called Abbott. If you see in the top left corner, it's a company called Abbott. Have you heard? So you may have got Abbott cough syrup or, I don't know, tablets. So Abbott is a big pharma giant. Instruments. It's a big pharma giant. So in pharmacy area, Abbott is a very well-known name. Abbott came to India. Abbott saw that this particular thing is brewing. It's growing. I'll also enter and get a chunk of this market. Abbott wanted to establish. Till then, the market share majoritively was with Horlicks. Horlicks was ruling the Indian market with 45% market share. Around 15 to 20 was Bournvita. Boost had around 9-10%. And rest was shared by Complan, Milo, and all these other brands, right? Now, this market was big, and these players, there were big players like Horlicks and Bournvita and other players. Abbott thought, I can also make a presence. I'm a pharma giant, I have a lot of money, let me get into. So they got into the Indian market under the brand name Abbott itself. So it was not known Pediasure. It was named as Abbott, right? So it was named as Abbott, it got into the Indian market, and then it tried selling. The same way as Horlicks is selling Bournvita is. But the only thing, only after a couple of months they realized that their product was not having a traction in the market. Because when a parent went to the market or retail outlet, they saw Bonvita, Boost, Milo, and it was very relatable for them. And then they saw about these fellows make cough syrup. Why are they selling health drink here? You know, they could not relate with it, so they kind of avoided. You know, Abbott was avoided. Now Abbott understood in this way they'll go bankrupt. They'll have to close down this division. Though this was a very big bet they took, they understood they have to quit it. Right? So Abbott was having a plan to capture the market, but they were on the brink of bankruptcy, so they were quitting it. But at that same time, their marketing team did a genius of a strategy which made them a market leader today. You know, what they did, they sat again and they started doing a complete market analysis. So they saw the entire market spectrum in India of products like health drinks. And they saw that majority share was with Horlicks, and then there were shares with Bonvita and all. But one thing they found common with all these products was they were targeting children above the age of 6 and above, right? So they understood that there are no products below the age of 6 till 2. Between 2 to 6, there were no products. Under 2, you had products like Farex, Cerelac, Nan, right? These were there. But 2 to 6, there were no products, right? Abbott understood this. But they also understood, let's say if there is somebody who's having 2-year-old, 3-year-old child, will you trust an advertisement to give your child a health drink? Whom will you trust? Will you trust Akshay Kumar? Come and say, okay, Horlicks Junior is good for you. Now Akshay Kumar will come and say, next advertisement will come and sell what Kamla Pasanda, the tobacco, right? He'll come and say, Zuban Kesari. He'll come and tell that also, right? Right? Yeah? So, I will not trust. If I am a father, what is this? He's selling build and kill. You know? So grow up, eat this and die. Okay. Now, so I will not trust Akshay Kumar, right? Or any influencer for that sake. You will not trust, right? But whom will you trust? Blindly? Doctors, right? So if you are a parent, or others can also understand that, if your child is 2 to 3, 4 years old and all, whatever a doctor or pediatrician says is gospel truth. You know, it's gospel. Bible truth, actually. Whatever you say is right. And mostly at this age is when parents visit doctors quite often. Because children go to playgroup and sometimes they pick up infection. You know, they fall sick often. So almost every month you visit your doctor, pediatrician, right? They understood that if they have to get into this market, pediatricians should be convinced, right? So they went back to the pediatricians in the Society of Pediatricians, right? And they asked them a formulation, you know, come up with a new formulation which will target 2 to 6 years old. And to massage their ego, they named it as Pediasure, right? And they asked these pediatricians, will you recommend our product? They said yes, 2 conditions. First, we should get kickbacks. Goes without saying. Second thing, we can recommend it provided it is not there in any retail outlet. Okay. They said, fair enough. We are already a pharma giant. We already have connection to more than 60, 70,000 pharmacies in India. We can do that. Right? We'll do that. And so they pulled the product out from there. They only put it in pharmacies. And they asked doctors to recommend it. Right? Now, when a parent went to doctor and said, my son is not eating well, Pediasure. He's falling, his immunity is low, I think. Okay, have Pediasure. Okay? You know, he's a very fuzzy eater. You know, he's getting the spots here, Pediasure. You know, maybe B12, something. No, you see that? That's how they pushed it. Right? But remember, they didn't do a single advertisement otherwise. Only later on they did. No TV advertisement, no newspaper advertisement, no social media, nothing. Only doctors. And only for 2 to 6 years old. Because this was their blue ocean. Right? So, the ultimate aim of doing competition analysis is, you know what? Usually, startups or innovators analyze their competitors to identify how can I better do things than them and kill my competition. But if you ask me, the best way to do competition analysis is to find out the way I can avoid competition. to find out, because as a startup, we cannot afford competition, especially against giant. Can you go against Horlicks, Bonnet? They're huge, right? Can you have, even if Abbott wants to do, they cannot do it. It's tough. So that is a sign we have to identify, is there any uncontested marketplace where I can play? That is what is called as blue ocean strategy. Identifying uncontested marketplace. Pediasure identified that, 2 to 6 years old. And they also identified uncontested channel doctors. Nobody else was going through doctors. And only for 2 to 6. A lot of people criticized even Pediasure. Pediasure's internal team itself were not pretty sure, because they said this is a very small market. It's a very fuzzy market. Maybe parents will not trust. It's very, parents will also doubt. All these things, but they gave a try. But this worked like a charm, especially in Indian context, where we take anything that doctors say. And you won't believe, after 4 to 5 years, their market share soared. Because they were selling through doctors, they made it as a premium product. It cost 2 to 3 times more than a normal health drink, right? But still parents bought it because doctor told, right? They will not take a chance beyond it. Now, because of this, their margins were higher, so they had to only sell lesser, but they became even a competitive product to even Horlicks in the market, just within 4 to 5 years. As of today, Pediasure is even bigger than Horlicks with respect to market capitalization. And it taught them a very important lesson in blue ocean strategy. Today, have you heard about Ensure? Yes. Pediasure. Next version. You have diabetes? Ensure. You go to a diabetologist, he recommends today. Okay, yeah. So you see, they learned a very important product. Okay, so ultimate aim of competitive advantage or analysis is avoid competition or nullify. How will I nullify competition? How will I not compete? Can you take against giants? Possibility is there, but it's rare. I'm not saying that you cannot compete with giants, but I'm saying it's hard. And sometimes it's fluke. Right? Yeah.
Say I am a reputed brand.
Yeah.
I got 5 more reputed brands coming into India. Say
Yes.
from US, they have
Okay.
this in India.
Yeah.
It happened like
Yes.
So then what I am going to do?
Okay, good. So that is the example I was going to share. So ma'am said, if let's say I have a brand, I have a product in India, but I have a lot of competitors who come from US, Yeah, branded items that have come. How can I take on them? So first thing is, if you feel that you cannot take on them, pivot. We call it as pivot. Change your direction. But otherwise, stick to some value proposition which Indians cannot avoid. Let me give an example. How many of you know fog? Axe. Have you heard axe? Yeah? So fog and axe, right? Just 10 years back, was fog that popular? Axe was very popular. Do you know that? Axe was very popular. Everywhere, if it is deodorant, it's Axe, right? And there was a small startup called Fog, Ahmedabad-based company. It was a small startup from Ahmedabad. They understood the Indian customer really well. And they said, we cannot take over Axe. Axe has 85% market share in India. It's a multi-billion-dollar company from USA, right? And because it was having such a big market chunk in India, they also set up a manufacturing plant, further bringing down the price a little bit, right? So Axe was a huge brand in India. They knew they cannot take over Axe. But they then started thinking, but can we sell to somebody who really want it, That's where they started their first campaign. You remember Fog's first campaign? No gas. So more space per bottle, something like that, per perfume, right? So there's no gas. Now, in India, we want optimum value for anything. Anything we use. We don't leave, See, if a t-shirt becomes old, what do? We throw it away. We use it as a pocha, right? Or for a bike or car, right? Even after that, if it does not, we'll make some use of it, We don't leave it, So we optimizely use, For this crowd, they understood, if we just propose it like this, maybe there will be a chunk of people who will buy this, who are very conscious about the value per bottle. But they didn't know this chunk was really big in India. right? And you won't believe, but Axe, who had on their management some of the top marketers of the world, they got spooked with this scam because every month they were eating 2 to 3% of their market share. To the extent today, Fog is the leader in the market. Axe has gone out of India. They only work as a franchisee. You see that? So a small startup can also take over a giant. But let's say there is only one Fog. It's hard. Okay, if I would have been in place of Fog, maybe I wouldn't have taken up that battle. I'm not that bold, right? I'm not that brave. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And a small ant can take over. Okay, great. Yeah. So there can be few, ant, elephant, David, Goliath stories here, but say they are few. My proposal would be like Pediasure, avoid competition. Grow under their nose. But somewhere, establish yourself, then take. See, Pediasure did that. Nobody bothered. This is a small market. Horlicks, Bonvita and all, avoided them. What will they do? 2 to 4, 2 to 6 only. But when they saw their growth, see, the other genius thing that even Pediasure did not understand, but they saw that when these children grow beyond 6 years old, their parents have trusted Pediasure this far, and they will look for another health drink. Now their time to switch over will come, Horlicks or Bonvita or this thing. That is a Pediasure will not lose his customer. So they launched 7 to 14. But this time they didn't have to go to doctors. They could go to a retail outlet. Because parents now know Pediasure, they'll come to, doctor said that maybe this is good for the 7 to 14 also. I'll buy it. Right? That is how Pediasure captured a market. That was a side effect. But you see, the best way to compete is to avoid competition. Okay. The best way to compete is avoid competition. Okay. The best way to clear IIT is not go to IIT, find something else. Okay. So what I am saying is there is value everywhere. Look for it. Okay. Got an idea what is competition? There is much more about competition and all. I will not go into the depth of it due to want of time. Right? But remember, identifying the right market and identifying the right value proposition would help you automatically become competitively relevant in the market. Right? Ultimately, you will discover why should people buy you when there are alternatives in the market. Yes? Even after, okay, even after following Blue Ocean, why Abbott is wasting money? On advertisement. Okay. That's a good question. So she has a question, even after, doing Blue Ocean, why is Abbott wasting money now? Because they're getting a new segment. To get 2 to 4, 6, they didn't advertise. But now 7 to 14, they're spreading in awareness. Okay. And now they have money to spend. Right? They had money then also, but now they have brand money, so they will do. Now advertisement is not to gain customer, but to keep and give a recall value to the customer. Okay. Okay, so prototyping is something that I discussed already yesterday, very briefly, so I'll not go deep into it. But remember, when you go into this hackathons and all, certain terminologies and jargons people use. Now don't be taken aback by this jargon. What is this MVP? What is this TAMSOM? These are all common sense. Okay? So if you just think with open-mindedness, you can pick up what are these things. Okay? You don't have to attend 2 years of MBA. I am not an MBA. Though I teach MBA students now, or no, I go and teach an MBA. But I am not an MBA. I am an engineer. I am a master of technology. Okay? So engineering is actually far more easier for me, okay, than this. So it is not necessary what you are educated at. No? Now, definition of an MVP. What is MVP? Minimum viable product. What is an MVP? And there is something called MLP. Minimum lovable product. Okay. Every one of you will have this journey from MVP to MLP. Okay. Now, MVP is what you can do on day one. Today, you have that amazing idea of I'll start a cafe outlet like CCD, Starbucks, where I'll design, bring leaf on top. You have that premium cafe in your mind. How much will you pay for this cafe? 220, airport 400, or you'll pay, How much will you pay for that left side coffee? 20 rupees. Filter coffee, 30 rupees. Your dream is have an outlet like this. But this outlet will require 2 crores of investment, will require 20,000-30,000 of rental every month. This may be a long shot. It may be difficult for you to start something like this. It may require training. It may require some machineries. It's not that easy to start quickly. But can you start this? But start this. The idea of a perfect startup is there in your mind. Perfect. Do that. But if you don't find it feasible to start something like this today, at least start this. Don't wait for that perfect time to come. No, I'll save money for 5 years. After I'm just married after 5 years. Or I'll finish my education. And if you look for the perfect time, that will never come. Right? But once you start anything, just to make anything keep anything to keep on going, that urgency will lead you to add value after value. And that's how your journey from MB to MLP is. The problem is we never start. Right? We have our fears, we have a comfort zone, we have our safety nets, we never leave that. But once you start anything, just to keep going will help you to reach somewhere. Right? And let's say even if you quit somewhere in between, somebody will take it up and proceed. So start somewhere. Start with that viable. What is possible today? Let me give an example. This was Redbus in 2006. How's the portal? Very beautiful, right? This Redbus, let's say in 2007. How many routes they had? In 2005, when they started, how many routes they had? 1 route. Bangalore to Hyderabad. So you had hope. I did not have hope. I traveled from, let's say, Palakkad or Kerala. I did not have Redbus route itself on that. Okay. So it was irrelevant for me on day 1. Right? Now, how many travel agencies were listed? Only in Bangalore, whoever was flying bus between Redbus, for it. Could you find out how many seats were remaining? What are the cost of each seat? Nothing. Which seat is ladies occupied? Nothing. Right? 4 o'clock, right? We had to see. Now, all these things were the limitations on day 1, but they just kept going. They talked to the customer. What do you want more? What do you want? Customers told, and the type of Redbus portal that you see today was built over a period of 12 to 14 years. So, but the type of Redbus today it was conceived in the mind of Farindra Sama on day 1. But if he had thought that I will build that portal and launch it, would he have ever launched it? No. It would have been impossible for him to launch. So launch anything quickly, right? Another great example is Zappos. So Zappos had this amazing idea about starting an online shoe outlet, footwear outlet. Okay. Now, Zappos founder was met with criticism from all the investors saying, we will not invest this startup because we know people will still buy from physical outlet. Because, of course, even if I ask here, how many of you buy shoes online, how many of you buy it? Around 20-30%, but again, others may not buy it because you may say 7 there is 8 here, 8 here is size and discomfort and all. So there may be some people, for me maybe 8 or 9, both are okay. But for some, it should be perfect. They need perfect fit. So Zappos investors said, you'll never get investment because we don't trust this will work online. So Zappos wanted to prove them. A lot of times when you go for funding, today morning, Dr. Nandita, right? She was mentioning MVP validation would be asked by investors. So let's say angel investors. They will look for MVP validation. On day 1, you go with an idea, no investor will be interested in you. Except for FFF. Friends, families, and father-in-laws, right? No. Okay, fools. Okay, now, so on day 1, they will not be interested. So day 1, you have to bootstrap. Okay, put your own money and get some validation. So what did Zappos did? He put his money, started a portal, but did not have his warehouse of shoes. He went and met some 20-30 retail outlets, said, can I take pictures of the shoes here? I'm starting a portal like this. It's just an experimentation. I'm still a student. If somebody places an order, I will come in person, pack it off and send to him. Okay, I'm experimenting. Some of them were kind and said, okay, student, let him do it. He ran the company like this for 3 months. In 3 months, he understood that how many orders would come per day, how many orders get returned, how many orders are coming, from which place, what type of customer, what type of shoes. You know what happened? After 3 months, he had a validation data that this works, right? And he had a much more refined data about how should he warehouse his shoe tomorrow. You know, what type of shoe he should buy, fitness, formal and all. That is how Zappos started. With this validation, when he went to investors, they gave him investment, right? I don't know how many of you know IDE Fresh Food, Idli Dosa Batter. Yeah. PC, see, MVP is not something, that will happen only in the beginning. It can happen during your product. So he had this problem. He brought the product into the market, but a lot of people did not trust it. Right? There was trust issue. And apart from a lot of people, everyone did not go to supermarket to buy it. So he came up with this idea. His team came up with this idea. They said, as you have coffee outlets, machines and all these things, water machines and all, where you can pay and get it, why not we install such machines in apartments, high-rise apartments and all, so that people can pay and get it. But that machine to develop will take 6 months. Installation will take another 1 or 2 months, right? And then servicing. He said, forget about it. Why not we go and put a fridge, right? Transparent fridge. And in that, stock our product every 3 days, because we are selling fresh product. And put a QR code or, money box there saying, this is trust shop. Nobody is looking at you. There is no camera. There is no nothing. Take whatever you want and pay. We trust you. This shocked the customers in these high-rise apartments. They said, can a company trust us to this extent in India? They were shocked, right? But because they trusted the customer trusted back them. And they also say every 3 days they were coming and replacing the product. This worked like in 2016, this was the best marketing strategy award. This company won the best marketing strategy award for this particular one. And this established it in Bangalore, to a great extent. Now, you see, MVP, what you can do today, focus on that, Yeah. So, can you see now we are addressing the entire stage of design thinking, We started with empathy. We talked about then defining the scope and ideating. Now, when you define the scope and ideate, talk about customers, right? Who's your customer? What is the persona? What is the market? That is what you should start thinking about. You should start talking about, and refining about. Choose a segment, Define a scope. Ideate to a specific customer, needs, and that is relevant to customer. And then you have prototype. Fourth test of design thinking is prototype. So if you see here, prototype, there are 3 words which you'll find in the market, usually used, jargon, solution demo, MVP, and prototype, So, solution demo is something that you can visually see. As some of you brought your project, how this will work. But prototype or MVP is the one more step ahead of it. Prototype, I would say, is much more mature model, but MVP is where you showcase what you're selling and ask him how much will you pay for it. Where you ask them to judge the value for a product. Okay, that is the difference between a solution demo and a MVP. Should MVP be always a product? Not necessary, right? Go and check out MVP of Dropbox on YouTube. Dropbox, all of you know, right? Cloud-based storage device. Dropbox did not have an MVP, okay, to convince their investors in Y Combinator, okay, which is the best, incubation centers in the world. They came up with a MVP, which is a stop motion video. Just to know how many people have the problem that they are talking. So MVP, so there is another term called MVE, minimum viable experience, right? What Phanindra Sama gave was actually a MVE, an experience of what he was not making money on day 1, or even in 2 or 3 years, he did not make any money. Because nobody bought ticket on his platform until 2007 or something, right? After that only people started booking on from the portal, and he could take a 10 or 12% commission on each ticket sold. Now, that is what is called as MV, minimum viable experience. But once you do that, now is the time that you come up with a testing. So you make different type of prototype and understand how you can test it. Okay. Now I'll skip all these things. Let me just go to testing. Okay. Now when you talk about testing, one of the first testing that you have to do is called financial feasibility test. Okay, yeah? So I like to leave 3 terms with you, terminologies, right? To judge the financial feasibility of your innovation, product, or startup. Okay? So whenever you are starting to think about launching any product or innovation, the first thing that should come to your mind is, what is the startup cost? What is the startup cost? What do you mean by startup cost? How much money you have to spend on the startup? True. All the money you would spend even before the first day of launch of your startup. That is what is called startup cost. So let's say if I'm running a restaurant, what will I spend money on? Furnitures. Then? What is the first thing that I'll spend money on? Registration. Right? I'll have to register my business. I'll have to get FSSI license. So licenses, registration, approvals, all these things will be first startup cost. And we also call it as sunk cost. It's gone. If you run or not, it is gone. Now, apart from that, what else you have? You have to get of course, you have to hire people. That may incur some cost. You have to do interiors, find a place, pay advance. So every expenditure that you do, buy utensils, get gas connection, get water connection, all these things come under startup cost. But once you start the business, what are the fixed costs? You'll have this every month. Electricity bill, water bill. These will not vary a lot, no? Or will stay. Salaries you pay to your employees, rent you pay. Yeah? Now, raw materials you buy. That will come under third cost, which is called as variable cost. Now, let's say you are selling dosa, onion dosa. Onion rate is what? 25 rupees today, but it can be 200 rupees sometimes. Right? But you can sell your onion dosa for how much? 30, 40 rupees that you are promised. Suddenly your customer walks in one day and says, today it's 100 rupees, okay? Will you eat onion dosa? Because onion rates are high. You cannot do. So variable cost is something that will affect you. Personally will affect your startup. Okay? So variable costs are all raw material cost. Okay? Or costs that will change. So just remember these. I'll not deep dive. We'll end now. The reason is, understanding your cost will help you to be financially wise. Okay? Understanding the cost will help you to be financially wise, because most of the times, startups take decision on gut feelings. I think it will work. But they don't take about the financial this thing. So they do a suicide, they get into it and then they regret. Okay? So count the cost. Okay? I'll leave one term and I'll end. There is one there is one principle taught by Dr. Saraswati. This is called effectuation. Okay? It's called effectuation. And then there's a second principle called affordable loss. Go and deep dive into it. It talks about how to take right financial risk and mitigate starting a business. Mitigate risk to start a business. Okay? Got it? Okay. So I'll stop here now. What was the learning in the afternoon session? Yes? What was prototyping? How to size the market? How to make customer persona? How to do competition analysis? And how to do financial feasibility test of your startup. Okay? See, what you learned in 2 days is just a trailer. Okay? But you have a framework now to deep dive. If you deep dive into it, and remember, this is a practice. Remember my first day lesson? It's like a driving. Over a period of time, you'll start finding results. Don't expect results tomorrow. Okay? Don't go and say, Vishal told all this thing, nothing is working. It will not work in day one. Okay? But over a period of time, if you commit to it, consistency will show magic. Okay? Thank you so much for being such a patient audience, right?
Thank you so much, Vishal sir. Thank you so much, Vishnu ma'am. So once again, good afternoon, everyone, esteemed dignitaries, participants, and everyone else present here. we have come to the end of the 2 days boot camp for student innovators and teachers in schools. But the knowledge, ideas, hopes, and encouragement that all of you have gained are hopefully going to last a lifetime. Starting with the fundamental germ of an idea, giving it a tangible shape, understanding and orienting its significance according to the market value, to much more practical aspects of empathizing with the customers, understanding the customers, funding the idea into its materialization, and ultimately beginning your startup, becoming entrepreneurs. It has been quite exciting to see such a dynamic group of participants go through this. Go through this entire process and how you all have responded to this entire workshop. I thank you wholeheartedly once again. Now I would like to call upon the stage the dignitaries, the guests who graced this occasion. I would like to start with our chief guest, Shri Vikas Verma. I would also like to call on stage Dr. J.V.R. Ravindra, Dr. J. Krishna Chaitanya, and Mr. Vishal Nair and Ms. Vishnu Priya Vishnu Prasad. Thank you so much, all the dignitaries. I would now request our principal and nodal center head, Dr. J.V.R. Ravindra, to address this session.
So first of all, thank you very much for giving us a chance to host all of you. First of all, I have to thanks to AICTE and then Wadhwani group, the dignitaries on the dais, and all the school teachers, as well as the dear students. So at the end of any program, first of all, you just have to quickly think that what is the key takeaways whenever you move out of this room. And it was so surprising to me that the way the students are asking the questions were really amazing. I was really surprised, and most of the your teachers, as well as your principals, schools principals, as well as the the dignitaries who are sitting on the dais, when we were doing schooling, we don't have this kind of facilities at all, right? So we even don't know what is innovation, and we even don't know what is startup, and then entrepreneurship and all other things. So this was really great that the students are asking so questions. The questions are so depth. One student is here asking that I have 2.5 crores, then how do I do it? This, that. I'm a bit poor in the maths, but that's fine, right? And see, the only one thing that I always tell you is that the passion that drives you well, right? If you do not have the passion to do a certain thing, probably sometimes we see a great failures. So probably, I like teaching profession very much, so that's the reason I have come, though I got many chances when I was doing my bachelor's degree. So similarly, it is like you. So you must be, good in the business kind of thing, and you should never be demoralized. And trust me, there are many people, with you, around you, right, who live in our, system. Then, as and when you move, they're ready to pull you back. So you should never be, mingle with them, and then, you have to always keep aside that kind of the negative force. Otherwise, they'll always pull you back. And probably the last one, what I can ask you is that, the students who are sitting here, do you have goals in your life? Yes. Okay. What is your goal? Become an IAS officer. Good. Very good. Excellent. Very good. Excellent. IITN. Good. Excellent. software engineer, right? Become a scientist, aeronautical scientist. But it is little disappointing that none of you said that I want to become an entrepreneur now. After 2 days of this entire thing, again you are going back to the same IIT, same JEE, same advanced. Today we were talking while we are having the lunch. Look at the competition. The body temperature is 100 or 98.2, but your IIT mains marks are counted in terms of 99.99232 versus 99.9912. What is that?
Say that they'll become entrepreneurs.
Agreed.
That is what I could understand with what they have given the answers.
You are absolutely right, but still they are under the shadow of this IITs, JEE,
Yeah, that is already carried away. They are already, what sir was telling, they are already brand ambassadors now. And the entrepreneurs, they have to come and hit the market.
Right.
So slow and steady, I think we will be finding the budding entrepreneurs who have taken up this workshop. They may come out successful.
Excellent, great. So, see, I'll tell you a point here. So, thank you, ma'am, thank you very much. Good, the goals are very good. But, you please understand one point. Rather than keeping goals, you try to build a system. What happens if I don't get IAS officer? You're saying that, what happens? But, I wanted to always listen from my students that to become an IAS officer, to become an agriculture scientist, to become a rocket engineer, or to become so-and-so, first of all, you have to study well. So why can't you develop such kind of the system that is inherent in you? That, I want to study well. That is the building the system. The goal is something different. So once you study well, whatever the goal, that system will automatically drive you towards that particular goal. Otherwise, what happens at the end of the day, you feel pressurized. This is the, this has become a buzzword in the student community. Whenever I talk to any student, then they say that, sir, I'm pressurized. Why? Because we like to postpone the work. Today, if your teacher gives a homework, we will postpone. We'll try to find out that how many ways I can postpone this work, right? All kind of thing. I'm not feeling well, to hospitalized. Whatever that, you want to make the statement, we'll make it, and you will convince your students with your, beautiful face, and your teacher always believes you, and then, fine, postpone. And tomorrow, postpone. Day after tomorrow, postpone. And such kind of the postponing the things will never fit in the business, please understand. Just now, Nair sir is saying that, TTM, time to market. First, sell it. So if you postpone, somebody is already there in the line to occupy your space, and then, walk forward. So don't do that. Rather than having the tight goals like that, I want to become an IIT and I want to become that. First, you become a good student, right? So that, your school and this, the state, the country will become very happy about you. Okay. Of course, if you become an IAS officer, still we are very happy. But I always think about the other side of the coin. What happens if I don't want? What happens if I don't? So that's again $1 million question. So there comes the pressure building thing. Don't do that. And the last point before I close it, that the students, I just would like to give you one advice that, you must have a very good mentor. Okay. So if you do not have the mentor, try to find out, talk to them. Mentor in the sense who always, give you good suggestions in terms of whatever that you do it. So that kind of mentoring that everybody should have. Almost all schools started that. Even in this engineering college also we have the mentoringship. We will guide the students to know how to do that and how these things get done in a proper way. Okay. So good luck to all of you. Wish you all the best. And if not very early, very fast, again, he was saying the same point that, I invest 1 lakh rupee today morning and by afternoon or evening, I get 5 lakhs. No, that kind of things will never happen in the business. In the business, ups and downs are very, 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 very common. But you should never get demoralized. And we expect that all of you will begin a new startup, good companies, and you will become the job promoters rather than job seekers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind and inspiring words. I would now like to call upon our distinguished guest, Ms. Vishnu Priya Vishnu Prasad, to kindly address the boot camp. I'm really sorry. I would also like to call upon Mr. Sai Sudhir, Head Incubation Center, to join the dignitaries on the stage.
So, on behalf of Foundation, I once again thank the ASCT and the Ministry for giving us this opportunity to meet all of you. And we are always thankful and grateful to be associated with Vardhaman. You know, it's an amazing place to be here, and you can see, right, from the principal's desk, like if he wants people not just to get into placement, but also into businesses, that shows the energy here. And I hope that you will also take this message of not just, looking for good jobs, but also creating jobs. We usually do this activity, which is called $1 or 100 rupees activity. I thought that, when you're going back after learning all this, maybe you can try out during the weekend or summer vacation. Just take 100 rupees and, whatever idea or a small things, anything, you feel like, just try to multiply that 100 rupees, earn more out of that 100 rupees, right? Go and sell something. So it can be anything, right? Maybe a stationery item, or maybe your idea which you're actually trying to work on it. But try to sell something out of this 100 rupees. And, when you do the, when you get one customer, and when you actually earn some money, right, that will motivate you to actually look into, different aspects of more, and maybe it will motivate you to actually look into entrepreneurship and try some ideas and try some, earning of extra income, right? So try out this activity if possible, and let us know, please let us know. And we also want to know what motivated you and how you felt during that activity. So it's actually great. Like, even we did this, we used to do this with faculties, because they usually feel not very comfortable going out and doing sales. So we did this with them, and we actually experienced, they, with 100 rupees, they actually came back within 2 hours with 3,000, 4,000. I think 4,000 is the max. So just try to do this. Maybe it will ignite you. And thank you all for. I know it was a bit overwhelming for last 2 days, right? There were a lot of things which we wanted to share, and there were a lot of things even, even now I understand, like, a lot of you are prepared with the pitch and you want to share that. We promise to look into that, and if you miss the chance of coming here and sharing your journey, please feel free to share the video with us, or connect with us. We have shared the email ID, and you all have our contact detail. Share with us in any possible way. If we can mentor you, if we can support you, or even we can give a insight sharing, that will be great, and we will do our best to do so. So thank you so much. Thanks to all the team of Vardhaman for organizing this wonderfully. I am really happy. Once again, thanks for all the arrangement. Thank you for making it feel very comfortable. I hope all of you experience the same. Thanks to all. Thanks to the media people. Thanks for the student volunteers. All the best. Keep learning, and keep exploring new things. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your encouragement. I would now like to call upon our another distinguished guest, Mr. Vishal Nair, to address the boot camp.
Okay, so I have been talking mostly for last 2 days, so I'll not talk anything more. First of all, thanks a lot to all the organizing members, right? Everyone, right from the time we have come here, they have taken really good care of us. Thank you so much, sir, for your warm gestures from time to time and taking care of the minutest thing, We were very, thoughtful about how to offer it to students, because I think this is the first time we are offering it to students. So I don't know at what level we have done justice to this. We only address startups and faculties in higher educational institutions. But we had modified it to a level. Maybe the next time you meet us, we'll come up with more refined version, right? But my only request to all of you is, do not forget the stories that we have shared with you. They will help you to learn the lessons that are embedded in it, okay? So remember those stories, and the ministry will come back to you with booklets, right, which we have created. Have they shared with you a link? They will share with your docket. They have amazing, so some of you are asking me PPTs and all. This docket will have all the content that was shared by us, right? So this will come to you in a drive very soon, okay? Remember, as sir was mentioning, I'd like to second it. Startup is a lifestyle, something that you will do repeatedly over a period of time. Make it your habit, a life. I was very impressed with when one of faculty members came and shared with me, even now, when I get up in the morning, I'm thinking about innovation, I'm looking at innovations around me. This is a lifestyle change. And imagine if this is triggered in every single student in your school, India will become, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you want to mention that? Okay. Can we, yeah. Can I give a mic to her? Okay. 2 minutes, ma'am. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I have a third class student who is having a stationery shop in their house. Their father runs a stationery shop. And that child, when he comes to school, he carries different colorful pencils with him. A pen pencil, a flower pencil, all different kinds of pencils what are available in his shop in a pouch. And he found that many students were not having pencil to write in the classroom.
Okay.
So he said first day, he asked the child, I'll give you a pencil, tomorrow you have to give me 1 rupee for the day of writing. Okay. So first day, one child was having what he has carried his pocket money, he gave 1 rupee and took that pencil, whichever he liked to write.
Okay.
And from next day onwards, he started collecting. Many of the children were impressed with different designed pencils, and he started earning money. He had nearly 250 rupees in his pouch. Every day lending the pencil for them to write and collecting the money from them. So one day the teacher caught him and she said, ma'am, he's carrying money to the school. So I asked, how did you get it? Then he started telling, yes, ma'am, I have given this pencil for him to write because I gave him pencil to write. I have collected that money from him because I'm giving him. My dad will ask me for that.
Okay,
so that's how he started. And now when I stopped him doing it in the school, he started doing it in his tuition area.
Okay.
So the spark is there in him. We have to ignite
it. Okay, great. So I hope the faculties have got the message. Ignite the sparks all around. And ultimate aim of ministry as well as through Wadhwani Foundation is not to just transfer knowledge, but to create an entrepreneurship ecosystem within your schools. If we create a culture of entrepreneurship and innovation, our job is done. We'll kill unemployability in this country, right? That is our ultimate aim to do, okay? So all the best. Pursue whatever you love to do with ruthless determination. Expect result over a period of time and be purpose-driven from day one, and you will definitely taste real success. Don't compare yourself with anyone. Create your own market, right? All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging words. Now I would like to call upon our chief guest, Shri Vikash Verma, Managing Editor, MIC AICT, New Delhi, to say a few words.
Well, good evening, everyone. Today, when I stand here, I feel extremely happy to witness this wonderful event and the manner which has been handled and organized. I would like to thank Vardhaman Institute for doing it so diligently, Principal Sir, and all the officials of Vardhaman who have worked so diligently to make this happen, and the amount of effort they have put into this. I'd like to thank Wadhwani Foundation and the pearls of wisdom they have shared with you. I'm sure, they are able to, or they have been successful to ignite a spark inside you. Now, the successful or this event being successful or not would actually lie in the fact that when you go back from here, you are able to keep that spark alive or not. I hope and desire that when you go back, it doesn't become like, one-off events where you, went there, attended, had some good time, went back and got onto your, regular routines. Okay, you can get back to your regular routines, but please don't let the spark die. Of course, you'll get back to your teaching, you'll get back to your studying and everything, and you will, try to achieve all the goals that you just mentioned. But, even if a small fraction out of you is able to become that job giver rather than job seeker, as everyone has mentioned, I think this program I would consider successful. So what reminds me here is the one game that we all have played, maybe still you guys play, Monopoly, right? All of you play that game or no? Not yet. We all have played, right? I don't know about the students of this age. Did you play Monopoly at any stage of your life? Yeah. So we all have played Monopoly, and we have dealt with money, assets, real estate, strategies, and whatnot. So now we have graduated to another level. We are learning to play Monopoly, the real Monopoly, with the real money, with the real assets, with the real infrastructure, with the real everything. So this far we have come. So don't let this spark die down. Go back to your places and take a resolve that one day, maybe you begin your journey of your life doing a job, starting a job, being there for a few years, but eventually you would, at some point of your life, become job givers. That is our goal, and I'm sure many of you will achieve that. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. Now it's time for certificate distribution. I would request the dignitaries to remain on the stage. I would also request Dr. J. Krishna Chaitanya to start the certificate distribution for our dignitaries. I hand over the mic to Tarak.
I request Principal Sir Dr. J.V.R. Ravindra hand over the certificate to Vikas Verma sir. Someone please here. Someone please stand here. I request Vikas Verma sir to hand over the certificate to J.V.R. Ravindra sir. Yes, a nodal head, as a nodal head. I request the nodal heads please hand over the certificates to the expert speakers of Wadhwani Foundation, Vishnu Prasad as well as Vishal Nair. I request all the dignitaries to do the honors to the J. Sai Sudhir Kumar Incubation Manager at Vardhaman. That's it, no one are here. Nothing. Right.
I would request the dignitaries to honor Dr. J. Krishna Chaitanya sir, Dean R&D and SPOC IDE Bootcamp. Thank you, sir. I would now like to call forward Chief Guest Sri Vikas Verma sir, Guest of Honor Dr. J.V.R. Ravindra sir, to give away the participation certificates to the attendees of IDE Bootcamp. We are calling the schools on the alphabetical order except for a few of them. I request Dr. Vijayalatha ma'am to join the guests. Akshara Vagdevi International School, Hyderabad. The next school, Army Public School, R.K. Puram, Secunderabad. All participants, including their teachers. Atomic Energy Central School, Hyderabad. Army Public School, R.K. Puram. Atomic Energy Central School 2, Hyderabad. Next. Azan International School, Hyderabad. Azan International School, Hyderabad. Bal Bharati Public School, Bijapur. Yeah. Bhadrachalam Public School and Junior College, Sarapaka. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan's Atmakuri Ramarao School, Hyderabad. Bhavans Bhagavan Das Purohit Vidya Mandir, Trimurti Nagar. Hold on. Bhavan Sri Ramakrishna Vidyalaya, Hyderabad. Cal Public School, Hyderabad. Hyderabad. Yes. Chirac International School, Hyderabad. CMR International School, Hyderabad. Defense Laboratory School, RCI, Hyderabad. Delhi Public School, Mahindra Hills, Secunderabad. Delhi Public School, Nacharam, Hyderabad. DPS Nadargul, Hyderabad. Delhi Public School, Secunderabad, Hyderabad. Delhi World School, Shadnagar. Dhatrak Model School, Hyderabad. DRS International School, Hyderabad. Edify World School, Balapur. Ekalavya Model Residential School, Kurupam. EMRS, Kalvakurti. I request all the participants to please sit. Please stay back in the auditorium, all the participants. EMRS, Sirpur T, Kagaznagar. Epistemo Vikas Leadership School, Hyderabad. Excellencia Infinitum School, Hyderabad. G. Pullareddy Memorial School, Hyderabad. Geetanjali High School, Hyderabad. Glendale Academy International, Hyderabad. Good Shepherd High School, Hyderabad. Hindu Public School, Hyderabad. Indus Valley International School, Hyderabad. Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Emiganur. Joshit School, Hyderabad. Kendriya Vidyalaya, Hakimpet, Secunderabad. రాయండి కేవీ హకీంపేట్ రాసారా ఉందా వస్తున్నారు కేంద్రీయ విద్యాలయ సిఆర్పిఎఫ్ బార్కాస్ హైదరాబాద్ Kennedy High, the Global School, Hyderabad. Little Flower School, Uppal. M.V. Raman High School, Atmakur A. Mar Gregorius Memorial Senior Secondary School, Bhilai. Matrusi DAV Public School, Hyderabad. Meridian School for Boys and Girls, Hyderabad. Miro School, Hyderabad. Mount Litera Z School, Nagpur. Nagesh Karajaji Orchid School, Solapur. Nallamalla Reddy Foundation School, Hyderabad. Narayana Vidyalayam, Chandrapur. Neo School, Aiza High School. Next Gen International School, Guntur. Next Gen International School, Guntur. Nirmala High School, Atmakur, Mangalgiri, Guntur. Oak Ridge International School, Hyderabad. P. Obul Reddy Public School, Hyderabad. Pallavi International School, Gandipet, Hyderabad. Pallavi Model School, Alwal, Hyderabad. Pallavi Model School, Boduppal, Hyderabad. Pallavi Model School, Bovenpalli, Hyderabad. Pallavi School, Kisara, Hyderabad. PM Shri Government High School, Morpirla, Cupan. Podar International School, Latur. Sadhu Wadhwani International School, Hyderabad. Samasti International School, Hyderabad. Sangamitra School. Sanskriti The School, Hyderabad. Santinos Global School, Hyderabad. Shakuntal School of Excellence, Nanded. Silver Oaks High School, Hyderabad. Sir C.R. Reddy Public School, Eluru. Sloka The School, Hyderabad. Sri Sri Academy, Hyderabad. Sri Vishwashanti EM School, Vijayawada. Srishti World School, Vishakhapatnam. Saint Elizabeth Convent High School, Bhongir. Saint Gregorius Public School, Hyderabad. Saint Joseph's High School, Patancheru. Saint Michael's School, Secunderabad. Saint Peter's School, Bandra. Sunflower School, Secunderabad. Time School, Hyderabad. The Achiever School, Nagpur. The Gaudium School, Hyderabad. The Hyderabad Public School, Ramantapur, Hyderabad. The Premier Academy, Hyderabad. The Sriram Universal School, Hyderabad. TSMS Palamakula, Hyderabad. Unicent, Hyderabad. Veera Machineni Padaya Siddhartha Public School, Vijayawada. Vikas the Concept School, Hyderabad. Premier Academy. DPS Hyderabad. Yes, school, bro. Walker Turn School, Secunderabad. Z High School, Hyderabad. Zina School, Hyderabad. Zilla Parishad High School, Tondavaram, Ambajipeta. Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Kilajuval Padu. Oasis School of Excellence, Hyderabad. Cairo School. Swami Vivekananda Government Model School, Jodhpur. If any one of your certificates is missing, please do let us know. Committee certificate committee certificate. Saint Agnes School. Thank you so much, sir. You can have your seat. Committee certificates. Just. St. Agnes School ఒకటి తొందరగా St. Agnes School. Now we gather here to extend our deepest gratitude and appreciation to all the committees involved in volunteering for the IDE Bootcamp. It is through their unwavering dedication, tireless efforts, and selfless commitment that this event has been made possible. I now call upon the faculty coordinators and volunteers of the hospitality team. Dr. G. Srinivasulu sir, Dr. M. Siddhartha sir. The stage management team, B. Dhanraj sir, K.H. Murali sir, and Dr. M.A. Jabbar sir. Our design team, Dr. Naresh sir, accommodation team, Verma sir, and transport, Chandramurthy sir. వస్తా సార్ టెక్నికల్ టీం కొంచెం తొందరగా ఏదైనా పిలుస్తారా
టెక్నికల్ టీం అని వాళ్ళని పిలిచారు దిలీప్ సార్ షోరెడ్డి సార్
Our food committee team, Anand Kumar sir, S. Jagjeevan Singh sir, food committee rale. I now call upon the technical team onto the dais. Sir. Technical team, Shoreddy sir. Dilip sir. Shravan sir and Banu sir. Sai sir. Empty which? ఫోన్ చేయరా బయట రిజిస్ట్రేషన్కి బయట ఎవరు అజయ్ వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారా I would now call upon the anchoring team, Ayush Chakravarti sir, Dr. Y. Vijayalatha ma'am, Syed Fatima ma'am, G. Praveena, P. Manisha, P. Vennalapriya, Vivin Chandra, P. Sai Manish, Krish Gupta, and Sharad Bhandari. నేను తీసుకొస్తా వద్దా సార్ అంటే Now I would call upon the registration and help desk team.
Please, go, come.
Food committee, faculty coordinators Anand sir and Jagjeevan sir. No. Our transport coordinator, Dr. Manoj sir. Shiva sir. Onto the desk. Food committee. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Tarak. Thank you, Sangeeta ma'am. Thank you, all the dignitaries. You may please be seated. I would now like to call upon the team of EduNox Technologies who are involved in embedding robotic curriculum in school education systems.
Thank you. Yeah. See, as all of you know, we had a, I'll not, it's already very late, so I'll not take too much of time talking on anything. See, a lot of schools which are here are already tied up with us. A lot of schools I see, tying up with us over a period of time. We had a lucky draw in which we have said that, the first prize is for a person, for the school will get 3 free classes for all the students. When we say students, it's all students from grade 1 to 9. We will be giving free classes. First prize is 3 classes, second prize is 2 classes, and the third prize is first classes. So I need help of sirs to actually help us give it. Yeah, to pick up one of the chits, whatever name will come. We'll start with you, sir. We'll start with you, sir. Okay, ladies first. Yeah. Now can you read the name?
Miss Shipra, Good Shepherd High School.
So the first prize is for Good Shepherd High School. I hope you're here. You're here? Okay, fine. We will see. No, we'll not cancel it. It will be there. We'll contact them. Please help us.
Radhika from Hindu Public School.
Radhika from Hindu Public School. You can please come on the dais. So this is just, yeah. So this is one small. This is just a sample books for that, just a token of the small prize. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. So both of you can do together, sir, please.
MNVP Naidu, AECS2 Hyderabad. I don't know full form, I'm sorry.
It's AECS2 Hyderabad. we'll just get. What, sir? We'll just check the name, ma'am, once. Yes. Okay, Atomic Energy Center, yes. Anybody from the school? Okay, fine. We'll contact. So we'll contact the school later on. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. I would request the dignitaries on stage to kindly felicitate Edunox Technologies. Thank you so much. I would now like to call upon the team of SIP Academy, who is involved in Abacus Solutions, teaching children Abacus Solutions. I would like the dignitaries to kindly felicitate SIP Academy. I would now like the dignitaries on stage to kindly felicitate Mr. Sai Sudhir, Head Incubation Center, Vardhaman College of Engineering. Thank you so much. Now I would request the dignitaries on stage to kindly felicitate our principal and nodal center head, Dr. J.V.R. Ravindra. Thank you so much, everyone. I would now request Dr. J. Krishna Chaitanya for his vote of thanks. Sir.
Yes, please continue for the photo. We are at the final concluding remarks. I request all the dignitaries, please be seated. Before going into the detailed vote of thanks, permit me for the next 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, dignitaries, participants, and our distinguished mentors, panelists, and experts. I, Dr. Krishna Chaitanya Janapati, Nodal Center, Spark Center, stand before you with a heart brimming with gratitude and a sense of fulfillment as we come to the close of IDE Bootcamp for student innovators and teachers of schools. Today we gather just to mark the end of an intense and transformative journey, but to celebrate the spirit of innovation, collaboration, and resilience that has defined this incredible experience from the last 2 days. First and foremost, I extend heartfelt gratitude to the Department of School Education and Literacy, All India Council for Technical Education, Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell, jointly with the Central Board of Secondary Education and the National Council of Education Research and Training, in collaboration with the knowledge partner of Wadhwani Foundation, for providing us a platform to conduct this bootcamp. Special thanks to Sri Vikash Verma sir from AICT MIC. Your unwavering support and commitment to fostering innovation in the field of technology and entrepreneurship have been the driving force behind the success of this program. Speakers, experts, master trainers named Vishnu Prasad, Vishal Nair from Wadhwani Foundation, who have selflessly shared their knowledge, expertise, and valuable insights with our participants. We extend our deepest appreciation. A special thanks to the startup founders named Drasalt EduTech Private Limited, the founders S. Venugopal and MD Nakash, and Srimati Aishwarya Upadhyaya and Dr. Nandita Sethi, and their enthusiasm, creativity, and determination have been truly inspiring. And witness the evaluation of your ideas and projects over the course of this program has been a testament to the incredible potential that lies with each one of you. I would like to extend a special note of gratitude to the Office of Prime Minister for their continuous support in promoting innovation and technological advancement in our country. The commitment to fostering a culture of entrepreneurship and their initiatives in the education sector have played a crucial role in creating opportunities for young minds to thrive. I extend a special thanks to Minister of Education and Minister of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, for their significant contributions and dedicated efforts in fostering innovation and development. The vision and commitment have played pivotal role in shaping the educational landscape in our nation. The dedication to the growth of the progress and in the education sector has been commendable, and we are grateful for their continuous effort creating opportunities for the youth. I also want to express our sincere appreciation to Dr. G. Sitaram sir, Chairman, AICTE, and Sri Vipin Kumar, IAS, Additional Secretary, Department of School Education and Literacy, Ministry of Education, New Delhi, for their dedication to transforming the educational landscape and promoting initiatives that empower the youth. Their advocacy for innovation and skill development has been instrumental in shaping the future of our nation. The contributions of these esteemed leaders have undoubtedly paved the way for programs like IDE Bootcamp for student innovators and teachers of schools. Thank you, Office of Prime Minister and Minister of Education and Minister of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship for their inspiring leadership. Special and heartfelt thanks to the Parental University, JNTU Hyderabad, and Government of Telangana for their unwavering support and encouragement and commitment in fostering innovation and technological advancement. Also a special and notable thanks to the Sri Jayesh Ranjan sir, IAS, and a special Chief Secretary to Government of Telangana. Also Apurva, CEO Y-Hub, briefed as the location of Hyderabad has emerged as a hub for innovation and technology. The supportive ecosystem created by the Government of Telangana has provided a fertile ground for initiatives like the Bootcamp to thrive. Their commitment to nurturing talent, promoting entrepreneurship, and investing in the future of education has been truly commendable. We appreciate the proactive approach of the Government of Telangana in creating an environment that encourages the growth of the technology and innovation sector. We look forward to continued collaboration and the positive impact to the Government of Telangana I will undoubtedly have an continued growth of innovation and technology in the region. A heartfelt special thanks to the schools of representations across the countries like Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Kerala, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Goa, Rajasthan, UP, etc. of participants for their instrumental role in the success of this IDE Bootcamp for student innovators and teachers of the schools. At outset, I would like to thank all the 102 school representations. I have almost 102 schools, so I don't want to read more. So a special expression of gratitude to the leadership members of managements, principals, headmasters and headmistresses, directors and academic coordinators of all. And our heartfelt thanks to go out of the organizing committee members, as well as we discussed, as we have seen the stage and decoration committee, accommodation, transportation, food committee, and etc. And a special thanks to the EduNox Technologies, SAP Academy Hyderabad for their supporting as a school education knowledge partners and promoted innovation in robotics curriculum and abacus calculations of innovative methods for the school students. Your dedication and hard work have not gone unnoticed, and it is your efforts that have made this event a resounding success. A heartfelt special thanks to the print and electronic media for their instrumental role in the success of this bootcamp. Their unwavering support and coverage have been crucial in spreading awareness, highlighting the significance of innovation and inspiring a broader audience. Finally, A special expression of gratitude goes to the management members of Vardhaman College of Engineering for their unwavering support, dedication, and commitment throughout the IDE Bootcamp for student innovators and teachers of schools. The success of this program is a testament to the exceptional leadership and vision provided by the management. The management members' encouragement and provision of resources have created an environment conducting to innovation, learning, and collaboration. We appreciate the tireless efforts of the management in organizing and facilitating the bootcamp, ensuring that participants had the necessary resources and support to thrive. Your leadership has not only enriched the learning experience, but has also contributed to the development and growth of aspiring innovators. Thank you to the management members of Vardhaman College of Engineering for your valuable contributions, dedication, and continuous commitment. As we close this chapter, let us carry forward the lessons learned, the connections we made, and the inspirations gained. May the innovations born here today pave the way for a brighter, more technologically advanced future. Let's continue to collaborate, innovate, and push the boundaries of what is possible. Let's continue to collaborate, innovate, and push the boundaries of what is possible. Thank you once again to everyone who has been a part of this remarkable journey. Your collective efforts have made this IDE Bootcamp for student innovators and teachers of schools a truly memorable and impactful experience. Wishing everyone continued success in their endeavors. Thank you, one and all.
Now I request everyone to stand for the national anthem.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Buses are arranged in the respective routes of Uppal and JNTU. Thank you.